Minister Marco Mendicino, who's talking about this controversial move for serial killer Paul Bernardo to be moved from a high-security prison in Kingston to a medium-security prison in Quebec, leading to a lot of outrage by some. Let's listen in to the Public Safety Minister for his take on this transfer of Paul Bernardo.
When I was in school, I remember when he was charged. I remember the course of those trials. I remember when he was convicted and when the courts assured Canadians that he would serve out his days in a maximum security institution under the most strenuous conditions, given how horrific the crimes were that he perpetrated on women and young girls. As a result of that, I took the opportunity this morning to speak with Commissioner Kelly. I told her that as a former federal prosecutor and as a Canadian, that I was profoundly concerned and again shocked by this decision. She assured me that she understood. She also assured me that she was going to be reviewing the matter. And in the meantime, our thoughts do turn to the families of Leslie Mahaffey and Kristen French. I have to assure them that we obviously, our hearts go out to them and we are concerned for them, and we'll continue to make sure that these decisions are taken with victims at the center of our approach, as well as public safety as the paramount objective. Donc en français, the decision
to transfer Paul Bernardo to a medium security institute has really shocked Canadians. It's incomprehensible. I had a discussion this morning with Commissioner Kelly, and this was to express my opinion not only as a former Attorney General for the federal government, but on behalf of all Canadians who are also shocked by this decision. She assured me that they will be conducting an in-depth review of this transfer to the families of Leslie Mahaffey and Kristen French. We will continue to place emphasis on an approach that puts victims at the center. And public safety is the most important goal.
What Commissioner Kelly said to me was that she understood the concerns that had been expressed to her. My reactions and the reactions of Canadians, quite frankly, for one of the most horrific offenders in the country's history, somebody who preyed upon women, who preyed upon young girls, who both raped and murdered them, and who faced the most significant sanction known to the law, namely being sentenced for life. We were assured at the time that he would serve out his days in a maximum security institution. That is no longer the case. So she absorbed that, and what she said was that she would be reviewing the decision to transfer him, and that she would be coming back to me in the very short term.
So could it be reversed? Could it be reversed?
The decision as to whether or not it will be reversed is entirely up to Correctional Services of Canada. It is important to underline that under the law, this is an independent decision from the elected government. But I feel it is my job as the Minister of Public Safety to communicate to her Canadians' reaction to this transfer, and we will see what the outcome of that review is.
To know why he was transferred in the first place. There are issues of transparency here. So what did the Commissioner say about why he was transferred?
And I want to be clear that I believe Canadians are entitled to a justification around the decision to transfer him to a medium institution, having regard to our laws, having regard to our policies. But my job today was to make it clear to her that Canadians find this shocking, given the heinous nature of the crimes that he committed against women and